Fres Oquendo entering the ring, 26-3, 16 knockouts. A loser to both Chris Byrd and John Ruiz in title fights. Once again, the opportunity of a lifetime against the real deal, Evander Holyfield. Chris Byrd, does he look ready?
Very confident.
Oquendo, the pride of Puerto Rico, now resides in Chicago. Still determined. Now known as the uncrowned champion, he believes one day the belt will be his. Holding that picture of his mother near and dear to his heart. And ready to do battle against Evander Holyfield. A focused fighter, Chris Byrd.
Yeah, Evander Holyfield's ready. This should be a great fight.
Is it one last chance to shine for the real deal? Let's find out, and let's send it ringside to the men who will call the fight once again, Barry Tompkins and Rich Marotta. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks very much, Chris. And I get, the burning question is, can Evander Holyfield find the magic one more time?
Well, if a crowd could give a guy a lift, this one certainly would have, because Holyfield came into a great din, and when he got into that ring, they roared, and you could just see the smile come across Evander's face as he gets ready for this very important fight in his career and what he figures, what he hopes will be a return to the top.
Let's take a look at the numbers before we get started as we see the tail of the tape, and Fres Oquendo continues to pace. And, of course, the age difference is dramatic, 11 years, and that's not to say that Oquendo is any kind of a spring chicken. Oquendo will have a reach advantage, but then that's nothing new to Evander Holyfield either. 39-8-2 with 26 knockouts against the very best competition in the world for Holyfield. 26-3 with 16 knockouts against a far lesser competition for Fres Oquendo. Once more, we'll take a look at the rules. The 3-knockdown rule is not in effect, nor is the standing 8 count. Fighter cannot be saved with the bell in any round either. The referee or the doctor can stop the fight. The headbutt rule, we go to the cards after the 4th round. With that, to the center of the ring once more, and Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Alamo Dome here in San Antonio, Texas, for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Murad Muhammad's M&M Sports and Real Deal Events. This bout coming away is also presented in association with DeBella Entertainment, and is sanctioned by the USBA. Supervisor in attendance is David McCullough, along with the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, Executive Director William Kuntz, Deputy Director Brian Francis. Introducing our three judges scoring from ringside: Wilfredo Esperon, Glenn Crocker, and Joel Elizondo. And our referee in charge, he'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Lawrence Cole. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing in our heavyweight special attraction for the USBA Regional Championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from San Antonio, Texas, it's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing first, Murad Muhammad presents in the red corner on my left, wearing white trunks with blue and red trim, fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, by way of Puerto Rico. He weighed in at 220 pounds even, with a record of 26 wins and 3 losses. He has 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former NABF champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the two-time challenger to the heavyweight crown, introducing Fast Fres Oquendo. And his opponent, Murad Muhammad, presents on my right, fighting out of the blue corner with his legendary status, really needing no introduction the world over, wearing purple trunks with red and white trim and hailing from Atlanta, Georgia. He weighed in at a ready 217 3/4 pounds with a record of 39 wins, 8 losses, and 2 draws. He has 26 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former undisputed cruiserweight world champion, the former undisputed heavyweight world champion, the sport's only 4-time heavyweight champion of the world. Please welcome boxing's true warrior, introducing the one and only Evander, the real deal, Holyfield. Once again, a referee in charge, Lawrence Cole.
Come on, friends!
Instructions, 12 rounds of boxing scheduled.
Evander. All right, gentlemen, we're not the rules over in your dressing rooms. I want you to obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Understood? Touch them up. Good luck.
Evander Holyfield is about to answer the opening bell for the 50th time since he turned pro in 1984 when Fres Oquendo was 11 years old. Perhaps no fighter has been written off and told more by pundits and fans that he was finished, advice that he's always refused to believe and would eventually prove wrong. The drama of this bout is whether Oquendo can make Holyfield reach that same conclusion or whether the doomsayers step back and say, maybe Evander is right again.
Well, he hasn't not been right so far. And in Fres Oquendo, he gets a legitimate opponent. It's a hallmark fight, there's no question, for Evander Holyfield. His career will go one way or another.
I want to see if Oquendo uses his legs here in the early going. He's not. He's pretty much standing in front of Evander. He is not dancing and using a lot of lateral movements. First punch of the fight that Evander Holyfield threw, and I was just so shocked by the fact that Oquendo was not moving and not dancing, but standing right in front of Evander.
Flash knockdown. I'm not sure how hurt Oquendo is, and I think Holyfield will take a long look at it before he starts throwing punches willy-nilly.
But a legitimate knockdown nonetheless.
Absolutely. Right hand again.
Holyfield trying to push him back in that corner and trap him up against the ropes if he can. Alamo Dome is in a panic.
Absolutely.
Fans are standing all over the arena.
Well, now Fres Oquendo is really going to have to gather himself here and really lend an ear to what Freddie Roach has to say at the end of this round, assuming he gets to the end of this round.
I expected Oquendo to come out here dancing, moving, and throwing the jab on the move, as I've seen him do many times, but he's not. He's right in front of Holyfield. Holyfield told us he wants Oquendo to fight him. He says, when a guy comes and fights me, I have a tendency to fight a little bit more. He said, the guy doesn't throw punches. He said, I don't throw punches.